Welcome back to Shep Gaming, and in today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm actually doing something about the NBA. Today, after these first couple of games in the NBA, I'm going to be ranking every team's best player in a tier list. So I'm just going to go through all of the teams, go through who I think right now their best player is, and that's that's the video. Starting off with the Philadelphia 76ers, James Harden, that's a S tier player right now. He has back-to-back 30-point games and almost had a triple-double in both of those games. Yes. Did the Sixers lose? Yes. Not his fault. He played well. He did his thing. Everyone else has to step up. Next team we got the Wizards. It's a toss-up. I'm gonna pick Bradley Beal. Kyle Kuzma, yes, has been playing well. Oh, not. I'm gonna put him in A. Kyle Kuzma did play a little well in both of those games, but I would give Bradley Beal the edge at the moment. He's being a good player. He's doing what that contract deserves. Next up is Atlanta Hawks. Trey Young. He's been a good player. I give the advantage to Trey Young because he's kind of shown me a little bit more. DeJounte Murray has been playing well. I'll give it to Trey Young, but yeah, I mean, it's Trey Young, so he's gonna get his points. He's gonna get his assists. He's gonna do everything that he's been doing for the past few years. I that's not yeah. Next up we got the Cavs. We got to look at this team together. Okay, so over here we're going to go to Cavs first game. Donovan Mitchell had 31. Garland got injured in that game. So right now Donovan Mitchell seems like the pick. And then going over to the Cavs' second game that they played, did they only play once? I think the Cavs only played once. Cause yeah, they're playing against the Bulls tonight. So I'm gonna give the edge to Donovan Mitchell. Gonna give him an A. That's a 30-point performance. He's playing well. Next team is the Pistons. I don't have anyone specifically as their best player because Bojan in the first game had like 28. Then in the next game he had like 20 again, but Isaiah Stewart had 28. I'm just gonna put it at a B. That's kind of a toss up. That could be any guy that you pick who's been playing well. Um, I don't really know. This could be any guy that you pick. Next team, Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton. He's been playing amazing. He seems like he's has the keys to the team right now, and he's gonna have them for a while. And then Giannis. It's Giannis. What are you supposed to do? Like next up is the Raptors. Pascal Siakam. Pascal. I forgot how to say his first name. Honestly, I just know it's Siakam. Pascal Siakam. I've been watching too much Flight. Yeah, he's been playing well in his first couple of games. 23 one night, then 37 in the next. That's a good basketball player. Luka Doncic. His first outing, I'll give him that. I'll give him his first outing. He's only played one game. I'll give him that first outing. I would want to put him here if he played 2 nights, but it's Luka. What are you supposed to do? Next up, the back-to-back MVP, Nikola Jokic. Underperforming from what he should be doing right now. He should be the looking like the best, looking like a back-to-back MVP, like Giannis is doing right now. Jokic just looks like a superstar player. He doesn't look like a back-to-back MVP. I'm gonna put Jokic as a B, but that's just because of his first two games. He's still a top 5 NBA player in my eyes, but as of right now, he's been a B tier. He doesn't look like a back-to-back MVP. John Morant, what are you supposed to do? You can't stop him. Next up is the Timberwolves. I'm gonna give them B. because I don't know who their best player is, because in both nights that they played, they had a different guy playing well each time. D'Angelo Russell had 30. No, Ant had 30 in the last game, but the game before, Rudy Gobert had 27. So it's kind of a toss up. Next up, Keldon Johnson. I'm gonna put him at. C. He has been playing well. Yes, I will give that to him. But what has it equated to? Nothing. It, he plays for the Spurs and he's putting up solid numbers. I would want to put him here, but I feel like with Jokic also being here, I can't put him here. If Jokic was here, I would easily be able to put Keldon Johnson B. But since Jokic is B right now, I have to put the Spurs at C. Next up is the Jazz. I'm gonna put them at B just because they're 2-0. If they weren't 2-0, I'd probably put them here. I don't know who their best player is. I When you look at the stats of both games, the first game you would be like, how did this team win a basketball game? It's sad. And the second game, Jordan Clarkson played basketball. So, really, who's their best player? I don't know. Next up is the Clippers. I don't know who their best player is because they have played one game. And whoever their best player is not good. Well, they won. It's also the Lakers. So, I don't know what's so amazing about the Clippers winning. They're the highest scoring player at 15. They had two guys with 15, a guy with 14, and then everyone else had less than 10. I don't know who their best player is. You can pick whoever you want and put him there. But whoever it is, they dropped 15. Next up is the Suns. Devin Booker, A-tier basketball player, 20 something in both games. I think he had 30 in one of the games and 28 in the other. Uh, he's playing well. Damian Lillard. Welcome back, dude. I want to put you in S just because of that 40-point game. But that first game kind of balances it out. So I'll put you at A. You're still a top tier basketball player. The Kings, De'Aaron Fox. I'm gonna put him at B. Want to put him here, but with the guys that are here, I'm gonna put him at B, and I definitely can't put him C because the best player on the Clippers had 15 points. Next up is the Knicks. I don't know. I want to say their best player right now is Jalen Brunson because he's the guy that they needed. No, I'll be right back. I just tried to ask a Knicks fan who the best player on the Knicks was. Didn't get a solid answer. But from what I have seen from the Knicks, whoever the best player is a solid player. Whoever you decide to pick, whether it is Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, or even RJ, or shoot, Cam Reddish, for all I care. Next up is the Pelicans. I'm going to pick Brandon Ingram because Zion underperformed in the game versus the Hornets, which is the next team, actually. But yes, his first game played well, but also Brandon Ingram played well in that game also. Then in the second game, he had 28. So as of right now, the best player is Brandon Ingram, and I'm going to put him at A tier. Next player, no bias at all. Absolutely zero bias when it comes to this next player. Just no bias. I hate the Hornets. Like, doesn't everyone just like not like the Charlotte Hornets or something? Like, Terry Rozier has been playing very good basketball. Okay, what else do you want me to say? He's been playing really good basketball at a high level because LaMelo Ball is not available. He almost had a triple double in a losing game with 28 points. Then in his first game, 25 points or 23, whatever it was. It was in the 20s. What else do you want me to say? And they blew out the Spurs by 30. What else do you want me to say? He's been playing well. Let's just say he has better stats than some of these guys' best player. Well, the thing is, Only reason why some of these guys are here is I don't know who their best player is, and whoever it is might not be an A tier. Like the Knicks, I don't know. Jazz, probably not. Nuggets, Jokic has been underperforming, and Pistons, who knows? I don't. And next team, wow, look at that. It's the Rockets. I don't know who their best player is. I looked at who had the best games in their games. It's even. I don't know. One game, Kevin Porter Jr. had a good game. Then the next one, it was Jalen Green. I don't know. Don't ask me. And then the Heat, Jimmy Butler is the best player, but I'm gonna put him at B tier because he's been underperforming. 18 and I think it was 22. That's underperforming. As a best player, you need to put up like 20 each game. But also Tyler Hero did go off in that game, so I'll give him that. But still, it's Jimmy Butler. Next up is DeMar DeRozan. He's been an A tier basketball player. He had 37 in the first game and then like 34, I think it was in his second game. He's been playing well. And then another 30-point man in his first game, Kevin Durant. Even though it's only equated to one win against the Raptors. I'm still gonna give it to Kevin Durant because he had 32 and then like 20 something in the second game. He's been playing well. And now another 30-point man in his first game at least. Shai Gilius Alexander. I don't is it Gilius? Or Shy Gilgi Shy. His name is Shy. Shy SGA. SGA 34. The next I don't think they have played a second game. I don't feel like checking right now. But he's the best player on the team and he played well. That's all I can tell you. Before I go to any of these three players, first off, I'm going to say subscribe and like the video. Of course, if you like NBA content, yeah, it happens every once in a while. And I'm also going to do Paulo first. I'm going to put him at a B. I think it's Paulo right now, the best player. He had 22nd game. And then he had a great first game. Like a lot of these players. Yeah. Like Zion. But I picked Brandon Ingram. So fight me. I'm gonna do Jason Tatum next, A. Because actually I should put it S because it's equated to 2 wins, 2 30-point nights, and it's equated to 2 wins. And also James Harden's up here, and he had 2 30-point nights with 2 losses. And that means Steph Curry is also A tier because 30, but only 1 win, but 30 in both nights. LeBron James, I'm going to put A. It hasn't equated to anything. First game, 34, a lot of extra stats. Second game, played well. Don't know the exact numbers of it, but it hasn't equated to wins, so I can't put him up here. I have to put him here. So, based off of each team's best player, in my opinion, as of right now, October 22nd, 2022, I think these are the best players in basketball, and this is how I rank them. James Harden, Giannis, John Morant, Jason Tatum, and Steph Curry are performing as the 5 best players in basketball. Next is Bradley Beal, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, Luka Doncic, Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, Brandon Ingram, Terry Rozier, LeBron, SGA, Kevin Durant, and DeMar DeRozan. Down here in B tier, whoever is the best player on the Pistons, Jokic. Whoever you decide is the best player on the Timberwolves. Whoever you decide is the best player on the Jazz. De'Aaron Fox. Whoever you decide is the best player on the Knicks or Rockets. Jimmy Butler and Paulo Banchero. And then down here in C tier, whoever you pick for the Clippers and Keldon Johnson. That sounds like a good list, honestly. Yeah, subscribe, please.